What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, today I am doing something just a tad bit different. This is going to be you dealing with a Libra. So if you have a Libra in your life, this is hopefully going to give you some information and clarity on what's going on behind the scenes. And also, I'm going to do two piles because not everybody's dealing with the exact same Libra, right? We're all dealing with different people, and so hopefully this will help you guys out on your journey. Keep in mind it is a general reading for the collective, but without further ado, let's get started. Source, what messages do you have for the collective dealing with the Libra? Piles 1 and 2. What messages do you have for the collective dealing with the Libra? Piles 1 and 2. How can we help them out? What do they need to know at this time? What will help them along their journey with their Libra at this time? What messages do you have for them? Source, what messages do you have for the collective dealing with a Libra? A lot of Cups energy coming through, guys. Way more than usual, so there's a lot of love on the table. A lot of love on the table. Doesn't necessarily have to be a loving situation. Just saying there's a lot of care and love on the table. So, what messages do you have for the collective dealing with the Libras? Piles 1 and 2. Alright. Let's see what comes out for you guys. What messages do you have for pile number 1, source, dealing with a Libra? How can we help them out? Okay, whoa. Both of those. Wow, I wasn't trying to flip that over, but there we go. Okay. Pile number 2. What messages do you have for pile number 2? Dealing with a Libra. Dealing with a Libra, source. What messages do you have for pile number 2? Dealing with a Libra. How can we help them out? Pile number 2. Dealing with a Libra. Okay, they want those two. Okay. Pile number 1, dealing with a Libra. Pile number 1. Oh, okay, thank you. And pile number 2, dealing with a Libra. Okay, well, I wasn't going to take that many cards, but there must be a clarifying card on there. Okay. So we'll take it. Alright. Let me get these straightened up here. I don't have anything to put on them. But for those of you guys that are clairaudient, this is pile number 1. And this is pile number 2. Take a minute. If you need more time, please pause the video. Meditate. Listen to your intuition. And let's see. So pile 1. Dealing with a Libra. What messages do you need to know? Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, we have the House of God in the reverse. And we have Death or the Nameless card in the upright. So it could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Leo, or a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. Let's get some clarifying cards, maybe, please. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll take them. 10 of Swords on the bottom. Like, what did I say? Love. Pisces energy. You could be a Pisces dealing with a Libra. Okay, and then Gemini energy coming out here. Alright, this makes sense. So there's a lot of anxiety coming through here with this Libra. This Libra has a huge purging of their subconscious coming through right now. They're not sure what's going on, really. Like, I feel like they're not sure about you. Pile 1, like, they're confused. They're like, what is going on with pile 1? Why are they being like this? You know, they're afraid of acting because they worry so much. So, like, they're not taking any action towards you. Okay, they're not taking any action towards you at this time because they're actually dealing with a lot of inner wounding and a lot of inner pains. Again, the mother wound is coming out. Anybody who's watched my readings for some time, you always know that I clarify the moon card as the mother wounding. It is the divine feminine coming through. So there's an wounding coming through the divine feminine. We have a masculine sign dealing with a Libra here. And what ends up happening is if they have the mother wound, it's really hard for them to show nurturing, kindness, care. It's hard for them to do that, okay? And it's nothing against Libra. It's not. It's just being an air sign that's easy for them to disassociate with things. And that's what I think they're doing with this situation is they're disassociating. I feel like when you guys do have communication, it's exhausting. Okay, this is you being exhausted by this Libra. Feel like you're very exhausted about the situation that's going on. It's like you feel like you guys are always fighting. Feel like you guys are always in this state of emotional anguish. You feel like you're constantly dealing with things. It's like meeting somebody at your level who fights the same way you do, and it's just like overbearing. And it's like they feel the same way. It's an equal give and take here. They feel the same way you feel about the connection, okay? And it's frustrating, and you're both wondering why you keep having failed relationships. Okay, and so with this to be on this side, it's like Scorpio energy here. We have the Death trying to cut this out. It's like needing to let go of what's no longer serving you, and that's trying to control the situation. I feel like trying to control the conversation in the situation, trying to control how they view the situation, trying to control how you view the situation. Can you just let the situation be? Right? And that's the reversal of fortune here. We have the reversal of fortune coming in because of failed relationships from the past. It's like nobody else has ever worked out, so why is this going to? And it's not, okay, I don't feel like this is not going to work out. It's not that I feel like it is going to work out. What I'm saying is that there's something deeper here that you both are missing. Yes, pile one, I'm calling you out, okay? And if this hurts your feelings, I'm sorry. I just want you to understand I'm not going to be here sugarcoating it for you. They're scared. They're scared because you're triggering a mother wound for them. You're scared because you don't want to face reality and see that there's a potential situation here that you guys could both lead together. Okay, this is like having fulfillment. There's definitely a fulfillment. This is a completion. Having somebody on your side. It's like they do care about you. I think this Libra cares about you a lot. But they're afraid to change. I just want you to know they're afraid to change the way that they communicate with you. They're afraid to change that because I feel like you've changed since you first met. I feel like you've changed since you were first connected with them, whatever it is. And it's like you don't want to be the shoulder they cry on. You don't want to be the person that they always run to. You don't want to be the person that always has to argue. You don't want to be the person that's always the beating post, you know, or the dumping post or whatever it is. Okay, like there's a lot of energies coming through here. And I feel like that's the thing. It's like there's a transformation here, but they're asking, this is you at the center of the reading here. And they're asking Libra to change this communication style, right? This is Gemini energy coming through, Scorpio energy. It's like dealing with the depths. They have to deal with this wound and they have to change the way that they're communicating with you. And I feel like that's the only way that you are going to reconnect with this Libra again, right? We have 7 here. 7-7 coming out. This is about luck. If you change what it is that you're doing, know that you are protected. Know that there can be an ending here to bring out a different path altogether, a different outcome. That's what I was trying to say. I just like feel like I lost my mind. I feel like that's what happens when this Libra contacts you. It's like they get so excited that you contacted them, or they get so excited that you're actually saying something to them that they just forget. They forget that, oh, I have to approach this differently. They forget that you've grown. They forget that they've grown. They forget that things have changed, and they forget that things are no longer the way that they used to be. And so it's like they get tongue-tied. And they lose their train of thought. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, pile number 1 is on the phone. Like, all right, I've got so much to tell you. And then they just start telling you everything. And they forget that you too also have things that have happened. And they forget that you have something to bring to this, right? They forget that you too are a person in this. And I feel like they've spent so much time being the one taking care of everybody else that you came in and you offered to take care of them for just a little bit. And now they just get so excited because it's like, oh, I'm not the only one in the world. But then it's like they never had that before. And because they never had that before, that's what makes you feel so exhausted, because it's like that's all you've ever done. It's like Libra's putting on to you what they were tired of holding themselves, right? And that was to be there for everybody. And so they're just confused right now, and I feel like they're just scared. They're really scared they're going to lose your connection. They're really scared that this is just going to be another failed relationship. And I feel like you have times when you go few and far in between, and I feel like what Libra doesn't really see is that the reason you go few and far in between, it has nothing really to do with them per se. That's interesting that that came out. You might be an Aries. Just saying. I feel like they're not realizing that it has nothing to do with them. I feel like you get exhausted talking to them, yes, and I feel like you do care about them. I feel like, though, the reason that you're so few and far in between is because you've just got a lot of other stuff going on. Like, when I'm with this energy right here, this is like busy energy. It's like you're working on a leadership position, whatever that means to you. It's like you're working on trying to fulfill your own 9 cups. You're trying to have a fulfilling emotional relationship with yourself, with your everything around you. And it's like, this is like your need to face reality, is that you can't let everything, you can't let your work get in the way of your friendships. You can't let work get in the way of your relationships, which does happen. I feel like sometimes on the spiritual journey is that for so long we spent so much time not doing anything that when we do start doing something, we feel like we're running out of time. And so we just kind of like focus solely on our work. And it's like we've had so many failed relationships. We're just like, well, I guess they'll just fall in my lap when they fall in my lap. And the source is like, yeah, they take work, homie. Like, they do take work. It's not just going to fall into your lap at the end of the day. And so they're just saying, like, just make sure that you're taking time. Like, it's okay that they make you exhausted. It's okay but you are the one that has to change the boundaries too. It's like they're always going to respond or react to the way that you allowed them to react and respond to you in the beginning. So now if you come at the situation differently, it's going to force them to come at the situation differently. Do you see? So I feel like they care about you a lot. Like I said when I was shuffling the cards, there's a lot of love coming out. And I feel like this Libra, they love the shit out of you. Like they do. They love you a lot, pile 1. And they care deeply about you. And they want everything. Like, look, we have do something for someone. Give your attention to another. On the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, you have cut off communication because you're letting work overtake your life. You're not ever going to have friends. Like, I feel like this needs to be out here too. I'm not going to read this one. I think that speaks for itself. Do something for someone. Give your attention to another. What did I say? It goes with everything I was trying to tell you. It's like you care about this person, but you can't be their problem solver. And in not being their problem solver, it's like you just go very far without connecting with them, without contacting them. And it's like when you do contact them, yes, you do get exhausted quickly. But I always feel like there's even this sense of gratitude when you do connect with them. You're like, oh, you know, like I'm glad that I connected with them. We have waterfall. You have to let things sometimes effortlessly flow. Like, just being kind and reaching out. It's like if they're putting too much on you, if they're taking too much of your time, it's okay to set boundaries and say, hey, I'm really glad we have this time to talk, but I got to go right now because I got some other things to take care of. But they're going to appreciate you taking the time to reach out to them. They're going to appreciate that. They do care about you. They do love you. They do want to see good things for you. But this is about Source allowing you to just let things effortlessly fall into place. If this Libra is meant to be there with you through the journey, it will happen. It will happen. But I'm going to tell you, pile 1, it's not going to happen if you keep cutting off communication with them. They're just going to kind of be like, wow, you know, like pile 1 doesn't really care about me. Oh my gosh, we got the eagle, the communion card. This is another communication card. This is talking about going out with nature and spending time with nature and communicating with nature. What does nature have to tell you? I feel like this came out because it's like it's okay for you to contact this person. They're bringing something into your life right now that you need. I heard it, companionship. It came out so loud right now, companionship. So whether this is a love interest or not, it doesn't matter. I feel like this is a companion. This is a friendship. This is something that could build into something great, but you need to realize that if you don't face the fact that you're letting your work take up all your time and keep you from connecting with this person, then you're going to have a moment of sudden shock, and it's just going to it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to have a moment of things just not playing out well for you. Wow. I just want to throw this down and be done with this pile. I'm done. Like, this is crazy. Look, 27, work, beaver. Doesn't that speak for itself? You've been busy beaver, and you haven't let yourself just connect. And I feel like you don't want to be alone, but I feel like you're so used to being alone that you don't know how to connect anymore. Because you've changed so much and you realize you've changed, and it's like, but people aren't meeting me on my level. Well, it's almost like you're not really giving them a chance. It's almost like you're not giving them a chance to connect with you at your level. It's just like you just kind of cut people off, and that's what makes you exhausted. Because you cut people off, you're like, I wasted all that time I could have been working. Work will always be there, pile one. Work will always be there. It's not going to just leave and suddenly, you know, come around. And look, oh my gosh, okay. We've got the number 32, which is 5. And this is the relationship patterns card. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. You've done this a lot. You've done this a lot. I think this journey has put you in a place of really being concerned about where you're going work-wise. And it's like you don't want to give up. You don't want to give up your precious time. And it's like, but in order for you to connect with people, you're going to have to sacrifice somewhere. Right? You're going to have to. It says, consider the patterns that drive you to attract certain people into your life. You may find the next person you meet has similar qualities to your last partner. This is what you are energetically attracting. Once you learn the lessons, you will be able to attract healthier outcomes. It may be helpful to share the disappointment or pain from the past, whether from your current relationship or another period in your life. Be honest with yourself and address situations as they happen. Acknowledge that you can no longer stifle your feelings. Know your strengths and your triggers. See your past relationships as opportunities to grow and figure out what makes you happy. You have a better chance at a lasting relationship when you have self-awareness. Avoid idolizing past relationships as they can hold influence over future outcomes. Love will not magically make you feel worthy or happy unless you achieve those values for yourself. And then it says, it is time to cull through residual emotions of the past relationship. It is time to break your precedents. The harp is about to strike a chord of truth in yourself. Yeah, so this is like something I feel like you've dealt with a lot, and it's like you've been in this pattern of just not trusting people, and I feel like this Libra wants to be trusted. This Libra wants to come up to your level, and I feel like they're new to the journey. Like I'm definitely getting like a novice. I'm definitely getting like a beginner energy here. Like they've not had a lot of time on this, but I feel like they are committed to it. They're just not sure where to go, and so they look up to you and they see you as a leader in their own life. But it's like, again, it's like you're like, I don't want to be the one dragging them along. And it's like, I feel like if you just allow it to develop, you're going to see things that you realize, oh, I'm afraid to get too connected to this person because of what's happened to me in the past. I'm afraid to really let myself feel because of what's happened to me in the past. I'm afraid to do this because of what's happened in the past. Well, that was the past. That doesn't necessarily make this person like all those other situations, right? And sometimes that's hard for us to see. It's not just you. It's everybody goes through that because the past repeats itself, right? Like that statement is so real. It's like, oh, well, we don't want to repeat the past. Well, why do they say that? Because the past has a tendency to repeat itself until you learn from it, until you allow yourself to grow beyond that. And so this person is anxious because it's like they're growing and they want to share with you that they're growing. They want to share with you that they've healed something in their lives, that they're healing something in their lives. But I feel like you're both mirroring each other because you're afraid to get connected with the divine woman and the divine feminine and nurture yourselves deeply. And it's scary because it's like, oh, well, if this person, I guess it's like they're not the person that you expected to be there, right? Like that, they're not the person that you expected to be part of your soul family or to be the one that was connecting with you. And it's like, they just admire you so much. And it's like, they don't know how to just be normal around you because they admire you so much, Pile One, because you're a very spiritual person. But it's like, you're allowing your past situation to keep you from dealing with and facing reality that this person does care about you. And when they do reach out to you, they do show that they care. It's just not how you would show that you care. And that's okay. Everybody's different. Alright, so this is what I have for you. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, I'm moving on to pile 2, but as always, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Alright, so pile number 2, dealing with a Libra. Interesting. Okay, we've got the Chariot in the reverse. We have the Page of Coin in reverse. Okay. Ooh, we have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Wow. And then I feel like this was to, look at that. I feel like this was to clarify the 9 of Swords. We have the 10 of Swords in the upright. Okay. I want to get one more clarifying card for this Chariot in reverse, please. May I please have a clarifying card for the Chariot in reverse? Thank you. And then we have the 8 of Swords on the bottom in the upright. Look, 8, 9, 10 in the Swords. This is a mental connection for you guys. Wow. Oh my lord, this is a lot of Swords energy. Well, we'll just say this, a lot of air energy. So you could be a Gemini, you could be a Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or you could be a Cancer. Those are the energies coming out right now. You could also be an Aries, just got that right off the bat here. So I feel like you're as confused about this connection as this Libra is. And you're done fighting. You're done fighting. Like, there's this energy of being one's own worst enemy here. And it's like, in being your own worst enemy, it's like you're causing a lot of anguish and a lot of upset. And it's like, you're conflicting here. You have inattention to detail. It's not just you. It's like both sides of this situation. And so it's because somebody's trying to control it. And I don't know if it's the Libra that's trying to control the situation here or if it's you, but it's like there's a sense of spiritual defeat when it comes to this connection. It's like we try to have this, we try to build something, we're trying to be there and grow something, but it's like I'm unsure, I'm stuck in my head, I'm stuck in this need for, you know, manifesting something here in the physical realm quickly, and yet what's ending up happening is that it's just a lot of fight, a lot of control, a lot of fight, a lot of upset, a lot of unclarity, right? You're not clear about this situation at all. And it's because you're in a misguided reasonings, and I feel like that's the thing. I don't know why I keep saying you, because this is you dealing with the Libra, but I feel like you guys are mirroring each other, and that's why I feel like I need to say you. It's like you're both being misguided because of some sort of spiritual defeat that's happened recently or in the past. And it's like frustrating because it's like you're afraid to take on a new anything. Like you don't want to move forward. You don't want to move into a new energy. You don't want to move anywhere. They don't want to move anywhere. They don't want to move into a new energy. Everybody's upset in this situation. Definitely two parties showing here across the board. Two parties in the Chariot, two parties here in this page, two parties here in the Swords, right? It's like there's two parties that are just getting involved here and fighting with each other and having a lot of anguish and anxiety coming out here. Let me get one more clarifying card. May I please have one more clarifying card for this reading? One more. Wow, okay. That one. Look. We have the no name on the bottom in reverse. Yeah, nobody wants to change. You don't want to let go of what's creating strife for you. You don't want to let go of what's creating a lot of tension for you. It's like neither one of you want to let this go. Look, there's a lot of repressed memories here. This could be a family situationship. This could be somebody that you really care about. You could be somebody that they really care about. But at the end of the day, all you guys are doing are trying to control the outcome of the situation. What an interesting connection. This is pretty straightforward. I mean, I can't get more straightforward than that. You know, you have 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11 coming out here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coming out. And it's like you guys are making weird progress. It's like you go 7, 9, 10 to 8 to 11. It's like this interesting progress. It's kind of like you guys keep cycling in through this. And I feel like neither one of you wants to let go. Neither one of you wants to let go of this situation. Neither one of you wants to see the other gone, but neither one of you wants to put in the effort towards this situation either. There's a lot of immaturity coming through here. I feel like that's the repression here. It's like repressing immature actions. You know, you're repressing immature actions. You don't want to fight with the immature actions. You don't want to face them. You know, like if this came in the upright, it would be like some sort of movement towards taming those demons within you. But all this reversal energy here, it's like both of you. This has to do with both of you. It's like You both are in a place of fighting each other so much to try and make the other one do what you want to do. They're doing that to you. You're doing that to them. And at the end, everybody's just mad. You guys fight a lot. Like, there's a lot of fighting energy here. And what you both don't see is that this is mental anguish that you've brought upon yourselves, right? This is mental anguish that you brought into your own life. This is you both being upset for an interesting reason. Because you don't want to deal with the past. You don't want to deal with the past, and you let your emotions get the best of you. Both of you do. I feel like they start a fight. You're the one that's like, oh, well, if you started it, I'm going to finish it. You start a fight, and they're in the same energy. They're like, oh, well, if you started a fight, I'm going to finish it. You know, like, it's like neither one of you have to best the other one. And in besting the other one, it means that, well, I'm going to do what I got to do. Even if that means I hurt. Even if that means I hurt myself, if I hurt them. There's a sense of needing to just get away from this connection for just a little while. I think in getting away from this connection, you're going to see that Source is trying to offer you some sort of resolution for it. It doesn't need to be controlled. It just needs to be allowed to unfold. Look, we've got sacrifice coming out on the bottom here. Yeah, you need to sacrifice your emotional ego in this connection because it's not serving this connection at all. We've got creation, number 7. 7 is the number of luck if you change what it is that you're doing. This is a lot of low vibrational energy here, and I don't feel like you're necessarily a low vibrational person. I feel like this connection makes you feel low vibrational. And I feel like when this connection comes in, it's like you can't help but let this connection ruin your week, ruin your month, ruin your year, whatever it is. You ruin your day. Right? And so they're saying it's like you have to change what it is that you're doing so that you'll have luck. Even a snake sheds its skin. Right? Finding something that you can put in creative energy into, because this brings out a lot of strife, you not being able to voice your truth. Like, this is a lot of Mercury energy coming in here, a lot of truth-seeking energy coming in here. This is about you being able to speak and say what's on your mind, and not only say what's on your mind, but be able to be kind and compassionate towards yourself, and knowing that you have to say what you feel. And I don't feel like, and you might be like, no, Becky, you don't understand. I do say what's on my mind because they are always fighting me, and I say exactly what I feel. And no, that is low vibrational energy. Speaking your truth is being the bigger person. Okay? Being the bigger person so that you can have a moment where it's like, you know what, they're starting a fight, and you'd be like, hey, look, Libra, we usually argue about this all the time, and if they really try to hit your buttons, it's just you saying, you know what, I really need to walk away right now. Like, I need to take a moment for myself. I can't sit here and argue with you. Like, I can't sit here and be in this energy because it really sets me off, and I feel like it sets you off too. And let's just not fight. Let's just take time to ourselves, and then we'll come back when we're both calmed down. And what that does is it changes the dynamic, okay? And I feel like that's what needs to go on here. There needs to be a dynamic change because you both are stuck in your heads when it comes to this connection. So you guys could be lovers, like you guys could be friends, you guys could be family. It doesn't matter. Wherever kind of connection this is, what has happened here is it's like you have let all the past situations get the better of both of you. That's just what it is. It's like the whole past is accumulated into this now moment, which has created the connection that you see before you. Wow, okay. Did I say you could be an Aries? Because I'm definitely getting Aryan energy coming out right now. But we have fairies, earth magic. I'm going to start here. This is telling you that sometimes to help bring nurturing into a situation, you have to get away from what you're used to. And we have to go spend time in nature. And it's like telling the earth magic, fairies, right? The fairies of earth, that you love them and that you care for them and that you're thankful for the beautiful energy that they bring through earth, right? The beauty, the flowers, the trees, the bees, whatever it is. If you go out and spend time in that and you just say loving, kind things to them, then you're going to see how they respond to that. And they respond by gifting you love back. And love is growth, right? Love is growth. So you might see a plant that has always just kind of been a little dwarfish, and you go and you start telling that plant, you know, you're the most beautiful plant ever. I can't believe how strong you grow each and every year, and you're so amazing. And then by the end of summer, all of a sudden you notice this plant's gotten bigger than it's ever been. This is a real thing. I want you guys to understand this. This is a real thing. It really does happen. Okay? That's why they brought this out, because you're so used to being in a toxic environment that you don't know what it is to receive love. Even if you give love, I feel like even if you give love in this situation, it's cause for this person to argue with you, because they don't trust it either, and you don't trust it. Even you don't trust yourself giving love to this person, because you're often questioning yourself. Is that real? Like, am I just doing it to get something? Like, this situation has caused an imbalance within you to question everything that you're doing. And then to reflect on yourself. What is this person mirroring back to you that you need to heal? Why do you feel like everything from the past has to be counted on a tally marker? Love doesn't keep a tally. But there's this energy in this connection that is like, oh, well, you did that. Do you remember? And now because you did that, I'm going to do this, you know? And it's both of you. It's not just them. It's not just you. It's really both of you. And sometimes it's hard for us to see ourselves doing this until we take a moment to step back and be like, what am I bringing into this relationship? There's nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong. Okay, I don't want you guys to think that you've done anything wrong, because you haven't. You haven't done anything wrong. It's just that the energy surrounding this situation is very toxic, and because the energy has become so prominent, every time you guys are together, it's the energy that's running you. It's the energy that's running you. It's not you guys being able to control yourselves. It's you letting the energy or the emotional ego come in and control you guys, okay? So that's why it's so important for you to take a look in the mirror. What's going on with you? Why do you feel like you need to always be on the defense with this person? Why do you feel like you need to always have this with this person? You know, start asking your questions about this connection when you see something. Why is that? Ask why every time. And only when you ask will you receive an answer. Wow. Number 9. Okay, so 9 is a powerful number for you here. Okay, and that's the thing. It's like this card is so telling. Slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. Right, because you go in immediately upset. Like, you go in immediately angry. It's like there is no space for love to even come through, because it's like immediately you're on the defense. As soon as you meet this person, you're on the defense. You're upset. You're mad. And this card is everything. It says, hold on just a second, guys. Sorry, guys, my dog. This is pause and allow things to unfold. Like, don't allow your emotions to get the better of you. Rather, just take a breath. Go for a walk. Whenever you feel it bubbling up, get away. Get away from the situation. If they follow you, don't say anything. Just stay quiet. It doesn't matter. You have control over you. You don't have control over what they do with it. You have control over you. And it's when you start to change, it starts to change the dynamic of the situation. Everything in your life is in divine order. What did I say? Nobody's done anything wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. It's exactly where it needs to be, because you're learning a lesson. There is no need to rush nor hurry. In your excitement, you may overlook the importance of enjoying the creative process. Getting to the goal is half the fun. You might also miss guidance or messages when you don't allow things to unfold naturally. Regroup and release the need to race to wherever you feel you need to be. Slowing down will allow you to appreciate what is in front of you. Embrace the moment. There is nowhere you need to be that will not be there later. Recognize the importance of making time to stop and take pleasure in the journey. Slowing down will also help you be more aware of what is going on for you. Find a quiet place and sit and gift yourself the opportunity to be in nature without any interruptions. This may mean disconnecting from your cellular device. Observe what is going on for you spiritually. Listen to your thoughts and identify your feelings. Know you have help as you make some special time to reflect and gain guidance. There's an energy that symbolizes, which is the candles here, archangels, and it's symbolizing the energy of Archangel Michael, the archangel of protection. So they want you to know that you are protected. There's divine protection coming through here. There's a lot of anxiety and anguish coming through here too, and a lot of just upset. Like, you're really upset with the way that this situation has played out, and I feel like when you get upset and you wander off and you're finally able to be by yourself, the first thing you do is get online and try to find not validation from other people. It's more or less trying to find if somebody else has guidance for you. And it's like, this is you finding the guidance from within, which is hard when you've been in a situation like this. It's been upsetting for you, and I know that, pile too. I really do. I feel the anguish, I feel the anger, I feel the disgust. I didn't want to say it, but it was coming out. So yeah, there's like definitely a disgust with the way that this connection has turned out, and you can't change what has happened, okay? But what you can change is your now moment. And that's what Source is just trying to point out for you here with this Libra. It's like, rather than staying in a caustic environment, can you bring some grace? Can you bring some balance back to yourself? And then watch as things begin to change. Stop trying to flee the situation and take time to spend with your breath. And when you spend time with your breath, you'll find that, wow, really it was just we fueled each other. Like, it's not that. And I feel like it's easy to blame the Libra. No, it's all the Libra's fault. It's all the Libra's fault that I'm here. And you know what? They could be a narcissist. They could be a very toxic relationship for you. But if you're the one staying in the toxic relationship, if you're the one staying with somebody who's a narcissist, then really, who's to blame? It's not, and that's, I think, it's a weird thing to say when there's really no blame. But that's the saying. If you're the one that's staying, who's to blame? Because you do have a choice. Even if you don't feel like you do have a choice. And the first place is to begin to control your own self so that you can stop getting sucked into this low vibrational energy. Because this is exhausting energy. I'm just going to tell you that. Like, the energy that I feel right now, I feel like I just want to go lay down and take a nap. Like, I've cried my eyes out all day. That's the energy that this is. And you deserve something better than that. You don't deserve to be stuck in something that's like that. Okay? So I really hope this helps you. I'm wishing you the best of luck. I'm sending you out all kinds of love and guidance because I know you need it. And may Source really give you that guidance you need in this time to take the next step that's healthy and safe for you. With that being said, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.